Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. We're going to explore a very interesting topic, which long-term relationships will survive and which won't. On this first slide, you'll see the title of our presentation, which long-term relationships will survive and which won't. Over the next few minutes, we'll look at the factors that influence relationship longevity and what makes some connections last while others don't. So, let's dive in and discover what really matters in long-term relationships. Long-term relationships are often seen as quite mysterious. From the outside, it might seem like love is just a matter of luck, almost like winning a lottery of fate. Some couples seem to thrive and stay strong over the years, while others might fall apart more quickly. This perception can make us wonder whether love is really something we can control or if it's just left up to chance. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore what truly contributes to lasting love, challenging the idea that it's all luck. Instead, we'll see that there are real, understandable factors that help sustain long-term relationships. So, even though relationships might seem random or unpredictable on the surface, psychology and relationship science actually guide us toward a much clearer truth. What they reveal is that survival in relationships isn't really about having identical hobbies, matching sexual frequencies, or even sharing similar political views. Instead, at the core of it all, it's something much more fundamental and human: the need to feel heard. This idea is crucial because it shifts our focus from superficial compatibility to a deeper emotional connection. When people feel genuinely understood and listened to, it creates a foundation of trust and safety that keeps relationships strong. And this connects directly to our overall theme, that understanding what truly matters can transform how we build and maintain meaningful relationships. It's about recognizing that being heard is a universal human need, and fulfilling that need is often the key to lasting connection. When couples break up, we often hear stories that sound pretty straightforward, like one partner wanting to see someone younger, or craving better sex, or maybe just drifting apart politically, or even claiming they got bored. These explanations can seem convincing on the surface, but they rarely tell the full story. The truth is, ending a long-term relationship involves huge costs, emotional upheaval, financial stress, and if children are involved, real instability. So, it's unlikely that someone would just walk away over something like a change in music preferences, or if intimacy slows down a bit. The real reasons go much deeper than that. Understanding these deeper causes is key to grasping the true nature of relationship breakdowns, and that's what we're going to explore in this presentation. What truly causes relationships to break down isn't actually the differences themselves, but rather how those differences are experienced. Specifically, it's when one partner feels that their perspective isn't acknowledged or seen. It's not about having different opinions on money. It's not about preferring a different kind of holiday. And it's not even about diverging sexual needs. The real damage happens when one person feels that their emotional world is invisible, that their feelings or viewpoints are dismissed as unworthy of recognition. As the video insightfully points out, it's better to be single than to feel unseen. Because, after all, those who are unseen often end up feeling completely alone. This really hits at the core pain of failed relationships, the unbearable loneliness that comes from being with someone who refuses to truly listen or acknowledge who you are. Let's talk about an important distinction that often comes up in relationships: the difference between disagreement and disregard. Now, disagreement is actually quite normal and can be healthy. It's okay if your partner votes differently than you, has hobbies you don't share, or even has different sexual appetites. These differences don't have to threaten the relationship. What's much more damaging is disregard. Disregard happens when our attempts to share our truth are ignored, blocked, or treated as if they don't matter. That's where real harm occurs. Human beings don't need constant agreement, but we do need acknowledgement. We need to feel seen and understood. And here's the key point: the survival of a relationship isn't so much about whether we always see eye to eye. It's about whether we believe our partner can see through our eyes, understand our perspective, and truly acknowledge our feelings. That acknowledgement builds the trust and connection that keep relationships strong. When we think about romantic words, we often assume that phrases like "I love you" or "you're beautiful" are the most meaningful. But interestingly, in long-term relationships, the most impactful words are actually different. Words like "I understand," "I can see this matters a lot to you," and "tell me more, I want to understand your side." These phrases are powerful because they convey empathy and validation. They show that we're not just listening superficially, but truly acknowledging our partner's feelings and perspective. They also foster psychological safety, which is essential for deep connection. When we say these things, we're telling our partner, "Your world is real to me, and I honor it, even if it's different from our own." This creates a space where both partners feel heard, respected, and understood, something that's at the heart of a strong, lasting relationship. So in the context of this presentation, it's clear that the words we choose to express empathy can significantly strengthen our emotional bonds. So what really keeps couples together? Well, contrary to what many might think, enduring love isn't about being extraordinarily attractive or having brilliant sex. It's not even about sharing the same interests. Instead, what truly matters is the willingness to listen without defensiveness. This means really hearing each other, showing genuine curiosity about each other's inner world, and being open to even the uncomfortable truths your partner might share. Now, defensiveness is the silent killer here. Even if your partner has many admirable qualities, like intelligence, charm, or success, that won't help if they can't hear another perspective without dismissing it. If defensiveness takes over, the relationship becomes fragile, no matter how wonderful other aspects might be. So, fostering openness and curiosity and avoiding defensiveness is what really sustains a lasting, healthy relationship. When we think about the partner worth choosing for the long term, it's helpful to shift our focus from surface-level qualities. Instead of asking, "Who excites me the most right now?" we should consider deeper qualities. The real question is, who can hear me when it's hardest to listen? Because true connection happens not when everything is easy, but when we're vulnerable and struggling. Who can sit with my pain without turning away? That's the kind of partner who truly understands and cares. And who can say, "I get it, tell me more," even when what I'm sharing challenges them. That's a sign of empathy and resilience. The key point here is, the person worth choosing isn't necessarily the most beautiful, successful, or witty. It's the one who can repeatedly validate, "I see you, I hear you, and I care." That's what builds a lasting, meaningful relationship. It's about emotional availability and genuine understanding, qualities that deepen over time and truly matter in long-term love. When we think about relationships that truly stand the test of time, it's important to realize that they don't happen by chance. They require effort, intention, and a deep commitment from both partners. And at the core of that commitment is the discipline of listening. Listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about truly understanding and empathizing with each other. In fact, to listen is to love. It's a powerful act that shows you care, that you value the other person's feelings and perspective. And here's the key point to remember. The couples who last are not those who never get frustrated with each other. No, they're the ones who, even in moments of frustration, never stop hearing one another. They choose to listen through the tension, through the disagreements, and through the hurt. Because ultimately, it's this continuous act of listening, especially when it's hard, that keeps love alive and relationships strong. So, as we wrap up, I hope you see that listening truly is the profound discipline that sustains love and connection over time.